Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. It is so cool to be here in the evening time during the weekday. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to say hi and welcome. This is our first time again that we are broadcasting live in the evening time and not on the weekend. So, this is something very special. This is our Radiance Reimagine Week. So I want to first thank all the people who signed up just to hear us speak about different topics. And we go into a little bit about that in a little bit. I also want to say thank you to all of our Revive and Thrive subscribers who are also in the house and are listening and to the conversations this week. So just so you know, we are broadcasting live on Facebook, our personal Facebook pages, our business page, Fly High NYC, as well as IG. We're broadcasting live on our personal pages, as well as the business page of Fly High NYC as well. But one thing to point out, our IG folks, we love you, but the platform we're using, because we are broadcasting out live simultaneously on multiple platforms, whatever the reason, they are not letting us see your comments. So we do look at your comments after the broadcast, but if you're trying to make sure you get in on the conversation, head over to Facebook or YouTube, because that's where we also streaming live on YouTube. Fly High, NYC. So go ahead. I hear it's a great experience over YouTube, or stay put in IG and we'll look at your comments afterwards. Again, thanks again for joining the Radiance Reimagined Week. So this week is especially what we're doing this week is just to provide some practical advice for women out there, how to look and feel good, and give you some advice that you can incorporate in your routine. So that is the whole premise. I know, things could be a little stressful, but we want to make sure that you have some tips and some advice that even with the stress of life, you can still live your life and feel good and look good and enjoy the life that you have. So let me go into introductions. Hi, I'm your co-host, KG.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tamika Elaine, and happy to be here with you this evening. And as KG said, it's Radiance Reimagine Week. We know spring is in the air, so we just want to get you right on the inside as well as the outside, because we know there are going to be certain activities some of you may want to partake in, like photo shoots, right?
Yes.
So, giving you some tips as you prepare, especially if you want to take part in our Glam Escape photo shoot, which we'll get into a little later. So let's kick it off.
Okay, awesome plug, awesome plug. So today, what we're talking about today are beauty hacks. So ageless beauty hacks. So basically, we're going to give you some of our tips so you can look good regardless of your age, because we're not going to say our exact age, but I'm going to keep it real. Tamika, Elaine, and I are closer to 50 than it is to 40 now. So, we, even though it's a number, we don't have to necessarily look that way. So we want to still look how we feel, young and vibrant. So we're going to pass along some advice to everyone out there. And what we'll do is start with some the foundation of ageless beauty. So what are some skincare basics, Tamika, like everyone should know, regardless of their age?
Right. The basics are using a great cleanser for your skin type. And skin type is something that's very important as we go about choosing our products, right? Me personally, my skin is very sensitive. I also have dry skin and I also have eczema. So I'm very mindful in terms of the products that I select, making sure that they don't have fragrances and won't irritate my skin, because I'm definitely very sensitive. So any cleanser that I use is going to be gentle. It's going to be more creamy. It's going to have some ceramides and just something that's going to like hydrate. Hydration is very, very important as far as a basic skincare tip, as well as just using your sunscreen, mineral-based sunscreen every time you're going out, regardless of whether the sun is shining. right? As far as, let's see, within the aging category, like anti-aging products, things with alpha hydroxy, retinol, those are all good things to use in terms of like a basic skincare regimen. You have any tips, KG? How important is having a personal skincare routine for you?
Girl, yeah, I do have some tips, and I even brought some props. So,
Oh,
what,
wow.
what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do on my body as well as my face. So, one of the first things that I'll talk about is dry brushing. So, there is in a dry brush, so everyone knows, it looks something like this. So, is an actual dry brush. So you make sure you do it,
Okay.
put it on your body when your body's dry. So basically, and what I use it for, I know people may use it all over their body, but to be honest, when I use it, I just use it on my legs, my thighs. But there is tons of benefits to of dry brushing. It helps with exfoliation, increased blood flow. It can also help with the skin elasticity and firmness. So that's why, using it on your thighs, you may want to use it on your buttocks. It also helps with detoxification. So it can help get rid of dead cells and toxins. It can reduce cellulite. And also, it stimulates the central nervous system. So it can help boost energy and make you feel more alert. So there's tons of benefits to dry brushing. Another thing I want to talk about that one can do, and it's when you go to sleep. This is something that is so important that I learned years ago that I do religiously. I'm not 100% perfect, but if you sleep on your back, ladies and gents, I'm telling you, that will help the fine lines and the wrinkles to not
Oh
appear
my
on your
goodness.
face. I'm
I'm
telling
straight
you.
out. I'm straight out of luck then because I cannot sleep on my back. I have the most restless sleep on my back.
I had to train myself. I was like you. I was more of a side sleeper. And occasionally when I'm like, I'm tired, I just want to be peaceful. I sometimes do still sleep on my side, but I would say 90% of the time I'm on my back. And it helps with preventing wrinkles. It helps with preventing the puffiness, like under your eyes. And they say it also helps with facial symmetry. I don't know. I never had a problem with that, but that's something for people who do. It can help with that, as well as it helps prevent headaches. I know some people personally have problems with headaches. So this may be a simple fix, or at least contribute to the fix by just sleeping on your back. So I wanted to throw that out there. It really helps with the wrinkles, and because the blood flow, when you're on your side, and the wrinkles start forming when you're sleeping. So you want to get on your back. Okay, so definitely that's something you all should think about. Another thing that I do, and this is more as another body thing, I fascia blast. And I think this is even more valuable, or something that can get things done even more than a dry brushing. So fascia blasting. So this can also reduce cellulite and firm your skin. So it helps with elasticity. It helps generate the collagen production in your skin. It also helps with hair growth if you were to use some of these tools. And I'm going to show you. Here's an example of a fascia blaster. So this small one I use on my face, so you can also use it so you can keep your face looking young and keep the wrinkles down. You could use it on your head and your scalp because the blood flow to your scalp can increase hair growth. So use the small one there. I have a slightly bigger one that I use on my thighs and on my stomach. And I even have a longer one that I actually use on my back.
Oh
So
wow. Look at KG for the props.
yes, girl. Yeah. So I mean, these are all things that I use. So again, some of the benefits: it reduces cellulite, it firms your skin, it can help with hair growth. It also is good for pain management. So if you're an athlete and you have you get muscle pain. It also helps with joint pain as well as muscle pain. So it has a lot of benefits if you fascia blast. And of course, it helps with increased circulation. So that's something there too. And I feel like I'm talking a lot, but I got a lot of stuff here. Not a lot, but one other thing I will point out is red light therapy. It is something, and it's expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. Red light therapy, it just has so many great benefits, people, from skin health. It helps with wound healing to reducing wrinkles and fine lines to reducing body fat. So it helps with pain relief. It also helps with hair health because it helps with the circulation in your head. I don't have a prop for that, but red light therapy, you can do the research. I'm not going to lie to you, it's an investment, but I suggest, especially all women over a certain age, should have at least a small type so you can utilize it so you can be glowing. So red light therapy is something that is awesome. And just highlight just 2 skincare products that
Okay,
actually.
because I'm like talking about glowing. We want to know what's making you glowing over there. Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, on my face, I use it's called Beauty Stat. Is the name of the company. And it's a universal sea skin refiner. So the key, ladies and gents, it's vitamin C. So this is a 20% vitamin C, and it has brighteners, it retexturizes and firms your skin. I use this daily. And this is after the shower, and I put that on. But also, there's some, and also just to know, this is a Black-owned company. I love. I've been using this for at least 3 years now, and it's a staple. So I use it, like I said, every day. Something I just started using the last maybe 3 or 4 months is a Korean company, and it's called is COS as in Sam, R as in Robert, X as in X-ray. So I think it's Cosrx or CosRx. But it is Advanced Snell 96 Mucin Power Essence. So allegedly there's some Snell essence in this, but I put this on before I put on a Beauty Stat, and it helps with moisturizing your skin and giving you that glow. So those are just some of the things that I do on my body or use on my body and skin, that is a part of my personalized skincare routine.
No, those were wonderful. I mean, as I said, I don't really have too much of a thorough or detailed personalized skincare routine, mostly because I'm often scared to try different things, and then I just feel like information overload. It's like I don't know what to do. But as I was looking into this, I did see that there's something called skin cycling that came out maybe a few years back. It was like a TikTok thing. This dermatologist, Dr. Whitney Bowe, apparently she kind of came up with this regimen that's supposed to make the world of skincare a little bit more easier to follow and more effective. So I think it's going to be something that I check out. But just to highlight the basics in it, it's essentially, it's done at nighttime. It's just for nighttime, right?
Oh,
And you can modify it according to your, skincare type or the seasons. And you basically have one night for exfoliation,
mhm.
right? And for the exfoliator, you want to use something that is more acid based versus like a scrub, right?
Oh,
You need something that's going to hydrate. So you cleanse, you pat dry your skin, then you put on your exfoliator, you leave that on. You shouldn't feel any type of burning. Like tingling is fine, but sometimes some
oh,
products may be too harsh,
yeah.
right? So you do that, and then you're gonna end up putting a lightweight moisturizer. So that's night one. And then night two is the retinoid night, right? So again, the retinoid is going to help prevent wrinkles and fine lines and hyperpigmentation, but they're very strong. So the advice here is if you're just starting out, you want to ease into it. So maybe you just continue doing night 1, you do your exfoliator, and then you just give your skin a break for nights 2, 3, and 4. Or if you want to try the retinoid night on night 2, she suggests you do sort of like a sandwich where
Oh,
after you cleanse your skin, you make sure your skin is dry. You don't want your skin to be damp because it'll cause irritation. And then you put a little bit of moisturizer in the sensitive areas like around your eye, your smile lines, your chin, your neck, prior to applying the retinoid treatment. And then you sandwich it by putting some more moisturizer on there to kind of like coat it, right? So that's for when you're kind of just starting the process. And for night 3 and 4, it's recovery. So you're just cleansing and hydrating and moisturizing. And you can keep going through these cycles of each, every 4 nights. And apparently it's supposed to help with any type of give you more healthy glow, more radiance. Your skin should look and feel more hydrated. So I'm gonna try that. I'll probably would start with like just exfoliating because I know my skin. So I will just kind of ease into the process and then eventually add the retinoid treatment. So yeah,
okay.
it's just something, but I think the key here is just to do what works best for your skin type and just to add in a lot of hydration and moisture as we get older.
Okay, that's all great advice. I may have to try. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll just stick to. I guess I'm old school in my way, old in my ways, set in my ways. I'm like, it's working what I'm doing, but that
Well,
is
exactly,
interesting.
exactly. If like they say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And I'm also
Mhm.
one that doesn't like to use too many things, right? Like I think less is more, but I feel like with this, it's not really me adding too much into it because I used to use like an exfoliating scrub
Yeah.
as my face wash. So it's I think that the thing that I would be adding is the retinoid. That's the only thing that is
Mhm.
like something that I don't use now. So we'll see.
Okay, girly, that's cool.
But
Uh, Anybody in the audience, are they doing any of the stuff that we're talking about? It looks like
oh,
Jason just put butter skincare on his face. Okay, yeah, you know about men, they seem like they don't have to do much. It seems like we're the ones that are doing these these big old grand
regimens.
routines and regimens and and then a guy just put some Vaseline or something on their face, and they just look amazing. It's just so annoying. But
Right, right. That's so funny. I mean, it's speaking of that, I'm like moving on to makeup for a youthful
oh
glow. Can you share any makeup tricks that instantly takes any years off of your appearance? Anything that you may do?
yeah, okay. Well, I do because I hesitate with this makeup talk because honestly I'm terrible with makeup. I can do bare minimum. I always look at YouTube artists and they are real artists. Like they really like can zhuzh up the face, and I don't have that ability. But what I do know what to do, the basic, I do, whatever I do, I can make it look really nice. And I think it's the reason behind it is three things that I use. So the first thing is before putting on a makeup, I use a primer by Il Makiage, and it's a no filter, poreless base smoothing primer. And I only use it around my laugh lines and here, my cheek area, and it really smooths because I have a little bit of makeup on tonight, and it really smooths out. Like when I do the put the makeup on, it's like I don't even have lines anymore. So that is something I swear, ladies or whoever puts on makeup, men, if you put on makeup, get that Il Makiage no filter poreless base smoothing primer. And I don't really have really deep lines, thank God. But it works for me. So I'm hoping it'll work for you. The other thing like I said, I don't really know makeup that well, but I know in terms of foundation, the best company is Fenty. Like the Fenty foundation, like matches my skin tone beautifully. I haven't met another makeup foundation that can do what the Fenty foundation can do. So maybe that can be a good advice to someone. But as far as after getting that makeup done and you have this glow here, I got the best setter. I mean, again, I'm not a pro, but I mean, this is working. It's also a black-owned company. It's called Minted, is the company, but it's called Better Setter, and it does have vitamin C and E in it. So as soon as you spray it on, you're like dewy, and you're not wet looking, but or oily looking. It's just like a glow. So that's what this hair is glowing. Even though here, I must admit, on my skin, my body, I use a shea butter for my body, so it matches the glow. So yeah, those are my 3 tips. What about you, Tamika
Yeah,
Lane?
you're always glowing. I'm always telling you about your
Thank you.
I know. I mean, similar to you, when it comes to makeup, I really don't have too many options here. I do the bare minimum. Yeah, I might use a spray on a setting spray, but I still haven't quite gotten to the glow. So I'm gonna try the one that you recommended. But looking in the comments, I see Vonette saying that for her skincare, her face, she started using Pond's thanks to my
Oh,
recommendation. That's so funny because I was going to bring that up because my mom and my grandmother swear by Pond's. I used to use it for a bit and then I stopped, but I'm glad that it is working for you, Vonette. Yeah, it's just like finding that product that works well.
oh yeah, that is. And so what is it? It's used for just like getting makeup off and cleaning your face, or actually.
You can use, they have a cold cream that you can use to take off makeup, but it's a skin cream. Just
Okay.
facial moisturizer. At least those are the ones that my mom and grandma use. They use both the skin cream and the cold cream. One in the
Okay.
day, one in the nighttime. So it always kept the skin very nice and soft and just youthful and just just great. So
Oh my goodness, the old school ways. Well, hey, they obviously they still work. My mama just uses Vaseline on her face, and she's almost 80. She still look good, so I guess yeah, I
yeah.
guess.
Right, right. Yeah, I have an aunt that used to do that too, like just very, very simple. And here we are with all like 50 products. But I mean, definitely a lot of lifestyle, choices that we make go
Yeah.
into what our skin looks like. What habits do you do to keep you kind of looking radiant, or any particular things that you want to share in terms of lifestyle secrets on sustaining
Yeah.
youthful skin?
Yes, definitely. Lifestyle. Well, I mean, we won't go into, I'm sure everybody knows your nutrition, what you
Right.
eat. Try to get the processed food out your palate or your mouth as much as possible, even though I admit I had something bad a few hours ago. But we're human. Drinking a lot of water, obviously. But here's some other things that can help as well. As far as like fitness, I mean, everyone should exercise, but if someone has if they don't want to utilize like the fascia blasting or the dry brushing, they have cellulite on their thighs, doing something like squatting with some weights can help reduce cellulite, so that, doing lots of squats. I also recommend that you stretch. And this is something I need to do more. I do work out on a regular basis, but I have to do more stretching, and I need to, because I feel like I look good, but sometimes I don't feel like it. So I think as we get older, it's very important, probably more important than actually working out, is keeping limber, because you want to be spry and limber. You don't want to be all achy and whatever. So stretch, people. But as far as some other things you can do, I recommend drinking some teas that are really good with keeping you looking young. During my research, surprisingly, white tea is really good because it contains a lot of antioxidants, um, elastin and collagen, which can increase skin elasticity, heal wounds, and prevent premature aging. And white tea is the least processed tea over green tea and black tea. Doesn't have
Hmm.
the highest levels of antioxidants. Never knew that. So even though green tea is still good, it looks like white tea may be even more superior. The abundance of nutrients help protect the body from the damage of free radicals and again maintain the collagen levels and protect the skin from premature aging. So get some white tea, everyone. Green tea as well is also good. Hibiscus tea. And oolong tea is really good, especially if you have certain skin conditions like uh I just
Eczema?
excellent.
I was like, is she trying to say
See that's why you have a business partner like her. She saw me struggling. She knew. Oh my god, so yes, with eczema and other skin conditions. And so yes, oolong tea may be something that benefited you. Also, something to do. I talked a lot about collagen and collagen production, drinking collagen, or I think there's also tablets. Collagen
Yeah.
just making, putting more collagen in your body. It is a protein and it helps with skin, nails, hair, tendons, cartilage, and bones. So the supplements can help with your skin elasticity. It helps with your muscle mass, joints, heart health, your gut health, which is so important, but that's another episode. Your brain health, and it also helps with sleep. So there's a lot of benefits of taking in collagen, and of course with the easy with the beauty element of it, but it's a lot of good things with collagen. It's just a matter of finding the most quality collagen product out there that you can put into your body. And I already mentioned the squats. I'm telling you that will help with the cellulite, but it really helps with a lot of other things too, with core health. Like it helps with building your core strength, your waist and everything, burning calories, of course, building muscle, improving your posture. It also helps with improving your flexibility and mobility. So you're doing that with the stretching, girl, or man, you're gonna be feeling a lot better. So those are some of my advice that you can incorporate into your daily life to sustain your youth. What about you, Tamika Lane?
Those are great. I mean, you hit on a lot of key points. I'm curious about the collagen peptides. I want to know if anyone's used them because I don't know. I just haven't gotten quite on that bandwagon yet, but I'm curious to know people just having personal results with them. And then just managing your gut health, making sure, and that's going to be unique and nuanced to every individual, but really trying to do that because a lot of, I guess, internally is going to help in terms of your youth and um, basically your skin and everything. So managing your gut health, to eating a lot of healthy fats that can also help to protect against environmental damage, restoring your skin barrier. Um, yeah, those are the only additional ones that I have on my end.
Okay.
KG. Yeah.
So, I mean, I hope everyone found this to be helpful and hopefully we brought some new things to light and not just the normal things that you may have already known. And these are things that there's a lot of things that we actually research, but these are things that we actually utilize too. As you can see, we both look great. And, and so I think we have, a basis to talk about this stuff. So this is the first day again of Radiance Reimagined Week. We'll be back tomorrow night with another great episode to talk about the internal, about how you can feel from overwhelmed to empowered. So come back for that. Another thing I want to talk about before we say goodbye to everyone is that at the end of the week, we have something very special for all those who just signed in for the Radiance Reimagined Week. First thing I do want to let you know, in the description box, at least on Facebook, you can see an opt-in tool. If you do want to be able to access this for a replay for free, you can log in to that link, and then you can choose to subscribe, and you'll be able to get this content as well as other great content that's already in the box of the learning tools of content that we have. So I just wanted to put that out there. If you like what you see here, if you want to continue to hear from us, that's an option for you. On Saturday, we actually have something phenomenal for you. Again, this week is all about looking and feeling well. So we have an exciting offer that will help encapsulate and bring all of that together, that can be of interest to you on Saturday. So everyone should have the Zoom link. Tamika and Lane and I will be posting that on the business pages as well following this. But so definitely get in on Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern. We got something exciting for you there, but also come back tomorrow and Friday as well. Tamika, Lane, you have anything else?
Thanks, KG. No, I think you covered it all. Just happy to be here with everyone and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a great night. Bye.